Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Relax and Learn English. Today, we are going to talk about something that has the power to change your life in ways you may not even realize. How to build relationships with high-quality people. The people we spend time with influence our thoughts, our habits, our confidence, our goals, and even our future. That is why choosing the right people and learning how to connect with them is one of the most important life skills you can develop. Before we begin, let us define what a high-quality person is. A high-quality person is not necessarily rich, famous, attractive, or successful in the traditional sense. A high-quality person is someone who has strong values. They are honest, respectful, kind, responsible, emotionally mature, and committed to growth. They treat others with dignity. They keep their word. They take responsibility for their actions. They inspire people around them to become better. The first thing you need to understand is that if you want to attract high-quality people, you need to become a high-quality person yourself. Many people focus on finding better friends, better partners, or better opportunities. But they forget to ask an important question. Am I becoming the type of person I would want in my own life? Think about that for a moment. If you want loyal friends, are you loyal? If you want honest people around you, are you honest? If you want supportive relationships, are you supportive? Personal growth always begins with yourself. The more you improve your character, the more likely you are to attract people who share similar values. Another important lesson is learning to value yourself. People who respect themselves tend to attract healthier relationships. When you know your worth, you stop accepting behavior that damages your peace. You stop chasing people who constantly disrespect you. You stop begging for attention, validation, or affection. Instead, you choose relationships based on mutual respect and genuine connection. Self-respect is attractive because it shows confidence and emotional stability. High-quality people are often drawn to individuals who know who they are and what they stand for. This does not mean being arrogant. It simply means understanding that your value does not depend on someone else's approval. The next step is choosing the right environment. Imagine you want to find people who care about health and fitness. You will probably have more success at a gym than at a place where nobody is interested in health. The same principle applies to every area of life. If you want to meet people who are ambitious, positive, and growth-oriented, spend time in places where those people naturally gather. Join classes, workshops, volunteer groups, language exchanges, sports clubs, professional communities, or creative activities. Your environment matters because it shapes your opportunities. Many meaningful friendships begin simply because two people consistently show up in the same positive environment. Now let us talk about communication. One of the most attractive qualities you can develop is the ability to listen. Most people want to be heard. They want to feel understood. Unfortunately, many conversations today are simply people waiting for their turn to speak. True listening is different. True listening means paying attention without immediately thinking about your response. It means asking questions. It means showing curiosity about another person's experiences and perspectives. When people feel heard, they feel valued. And when people feel valued, trust begins to grow. Great communicators are not always the best speakers. Often, they are the best listeners. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship. Without trust, relationships become fragile and unstable. Building trust takes time. It happens through consistency. When your words match your actions, people learn that they can depend on you. If you say you will do something, do it. If you make a mistake, admit it. If someone shares something personal with you, respect their privacy. Trust is earned in small moments. Every promise kept, every act of honesty. And every display of integrity strengthens the connection between people. On the other hand, trust can be destroyed very quickly. That is why honesty is so important. Even when the truth is uncomfortable, honesty creates stronger relationships than deception ever can. Another characteristic of high-quality people is emotional maturity. Emotional maturity means managing your emotions without allowing them to control your behavior. It means being able to disagree respectfully. It means taking responsibility for your mistakes instead of blaming others. It means recognizing that nobody is perfect, including yourself. In healthy relationships, disagreements happen. Different opinions are normal. The goal is not to avoid conflict completely. The goal is to handle conflict with respect and understanding. Emotionally mature people focus on solving problems rather than winning arguments. They listen, communicate, and seek solutions instead of creating unnecessary drama. Speaking of drama, one of the fastest ways to damage relationships is constant negativity. Nobody enjoys being around someone who complains all the time, criticizes everyone, or focuses only on problems. This does not mean you should pretend everything is perfect. Life is not perfect. Everyone faces challenges. However, there is a difference between discussing difficulties and living in a constant state of negativity. High-quality people tend to focus on solutions. They acknowledge problems, but they also look for ways to move forward. Positive energy is attractive because it creates hope and motivation. People naturally enjoy spending time with those who help them feel encouraged and inspired. Let us also discuss the importance of boundaries. Boundaries are limits that protect your emotional well-being and self-respect. Many people struggle with boundaries because they fear disappointing others. They say yes when they want to say no. They tolerate disrespect because they want to avoid conflict. However, healthy relationships require healthy boundaries. High-quality people understand this. They respect your time, your energy, your opinions, and your personal space. Likewise, you should respect theirs. Boundaries are not walls that keep people out. They are guidelines that help relationships remain healthy and balanced. When boundaries are respected, trust and respect grow stronger. One of the best ways to build meaningful relationships is through genuine kindness. Kindness is often underestimated because it seems simple. Yet simple acts of kindness can have a powerful impact. A sincere compliment, a supportive message, a thoughtful gesture, or a few encouraging words can brighten someone's day. Kindness creates positive emotional experiences that people remember. It helps others feel safe, respected, and appreciated. However, genuine kindness comes from authenticity, not from trying to manipulate people into liking you. High-quality relationships are built on sincerity. People can often sense the difference between genuine care and hidden motives. Another valuable lesson is learning how to celebrate the success of others. Many people secretly compare themselves to everyone around them. When someone else succeeds, they feel jealous, insecure, or threatened. High-quality people think differently. They understand that another person's success does not reduce their own potential. They can genuinely celebrate the achievements of others. This attitude creates stronger friendships and healthier relationships. Instead of competing with everyone, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Your journey is unique, and comparing yourself constantly to others only steals your peace and happiness. Patience is another essential ingredient. Meaningful relationships take time to develop. In today's world, people often expect instant results. They want immediate trust, immediate connection, and immediate closeness. Real relationships do not work that way. Trust grows slowly. Friendship deepens through shared experiences. Respect develops over time. Be patient with the process. Allow relationships to unfold naturally. Some of the strongest friendships begin with simple conversations and grow over months or years. There is no need to force connections. The right relationships often develop when both people consistently invest time and effort. It is also important to pay attention to character rather than appearances. Sometimes people are impressed by charm, confidence, popularity, or status. While these qualities may seem attractive, they do not always reflect someone's true character. Observe how people treat those who cannot offer them anything in return. Observe how they handle stress, disappointment, and conflict. Observe whether they keep their promises. Character is revealed through actions. Anyone can say the right words, but actions reveal the truth. High-quality people consistently demonstrate their values through behavior. Another key principle is gratitude. People enjoy being appreciated. If someone helps you, thank them. If someone supports you, acknowledge it. If someone brings value into your life, let them know. Gratitude strengthens relationships because it helps people feel seen and appreciated. Too often, people focus on what they lack instead of appreciating what they already have. A grateful attitude creates stronger emotional connections and encourages positivity in relationships. Personal growth also plays a major role in attracting quality people. Continue learning. Read books. Develop new skills. Improve your health. Work on your communication. Pursue meaningful goals. Growth makes life more interesting and fulfilling. It also helps you connect with people who share similar aspirations. High-quality people are often attracted to individuals who are committed to becoming better every day. Growth creates confidence, purpose, and momentum. At the same time, remember that nobody is perfect. One common mistake is expecting perfection from others. Every person has flaws. Every person makes mistakes. The goal is not to find perfect people. The goal is to find people whose values align with yours and who are willing to grow. Healthy relationships involve understanding, forgiveness, and mutual effort. Perfection is impossible, but progress is always possible. Let us talk briefly about authenticity. One of the most attractive qualities in the world is being genuine. Do not pretend to be someone you are not. Do not hide your personality to gain approval. The right people will appreciate you for who you truly are. Authenticity creates deeper connections because it allows people to know the real you. When you stop trying to impress everyone, you create space for meaningful relationships built on honesty and trust. As we come to the end of today's episode, remember this simple truth. The quality of your relationships influences the quality of your life. Surround yourself with people who encourage growth, honesty, kindness, responsibility, and respect. Become the kind of person you hope to meet. Listen carefully. Communicate honestly. Respect boundaries. Practice gratitude. Continue growing. Be patient. Choose character over appearance and authenticity over perfection. Over time, these habits will help you build relationships that are meaningful, supportive, and lasting. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this episode inspired you to reflect on the people in your life and the kind of relationships you want to create in the future. Remember, every great relationship begins with a single conversation and grows through consistent care and respect. If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Thank you for listening to Relax and Learn English, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care, stay positive, and keep learning English every day. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more relaxing English content. Goodbye and see you next time.